The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard. Line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Here's Locke. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Locke showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Hurry, hurry! Middle.
Here's Hines. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hurry, hurry!
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go.
They go play action here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
4 down, 4 down. Check out. You're landing. 53, Mike. 11Z.
2nd and 10, Luck again. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's brought down. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That was a good, strong run for a first down, and they are just dominating right now on this drive. They've stayed on the field, which consequently means the opposition's offense can't get out there and score any points.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Check out. 390. 53 to Mike. Monday.
From the red zone now, Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
On. Everyone's got Bison. Tiger. Here we go.
The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin the drive with Hines. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let it roll.
They They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They run with Hines. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Just beating the play clock is Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing on third down. Love. And incomplete here on third down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They start on the ground with Geis. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
4 down. Set. 15. Let's go. Let's go. 15.
To throw on second down is Smith. Incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's third down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Here's Smith. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Hines, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Staying on the ground with Matt. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Back to throw. Love. Right side caught by Jackson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On first down, Love. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Dancing to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Here's Love. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. From the gun on 3rd down, Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, here's Smith. Buying time to his left. And some room to run. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here's Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Smith. Steps away to his left. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Tiger. Regular. Go right. Yellow.
Here's Smith now on second down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
12.
On first down, it's Love. Escaping the pressure right. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
11Z. Check out. Monday.
The final shot before the break. Luck. Flushed out right. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we've reached, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Liz. I said, back up.
Now Smith to throw on second down. Looking long for his tight, and that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
4 down, check.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Last stop.
On third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
15. Let's go. 15. You got 4.
Out of the gun, Smith. Being chased out left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Brought in over the middle by Grant. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first and 10, Locke. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. 45 yards on the ground. Down from Colts territory. Here's a first and 10 at the 23. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown Washington. Jordan Reed, his second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Redskins indeed leads to a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, the spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Over the middle here is Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The result, a first down, as the quick slant gets him 14. Now a first down throw, Luck. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Monday.
On second down, here's Luck. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Luck. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Geis. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
On.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
Hey, on.
Geis with the carry on second down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Redskins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
4 down. Check. Set. Line 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, this is Geis. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The former first-round pick from Boise State, Shea McClellan, in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. 3rd down, here's Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The quick beat by Jackson. And all the way down to the 9. A huge play there on the screen pass. 78 yards. A shotgun snap for Love. They'll roll it, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deshaun Jackson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. So out now come the Redskins. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Al Woods able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Liz. Hey, we are set. All right, Edie. I got 11.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Settle down, huh? Tiger. Orange.
On first down, Smith. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
15. 4 down.
They'll hand it down to Geis, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Everyone's got 4 down.
On 3rd down. That's Thompson. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's Mack. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And that will get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will knot us up at 10. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And
now a hit and lost the football. It's out into the Redskins. Have it they do. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
Let's go, 15. 4 down.
On the handoff, it's Geis. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack.
All right, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game, but you keep making these silly mistakes, we're not going to win. So let's get out there and let's have a good practice, huh?
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.